Hi, I'm Krishna at Inspire. What are the major factors to look for when you're buying a new camera body today? Buying a camera can be a daunting task, especially if you're new to the camera world. Even professionals can get confused by the crowded market and the gimmicks which happens in the market. I'm yet to hear a manufacturer considering their camera inferior to competitors. So the first step is to decide the purpose of buying a camera, whether it is for movies, stills, or a hybrid one. When selecting a camera, cost and complexity are the two major factors to consider. Advanced cameras require expertise to get the best results out of it. And professionals prefer cameras with flexibility and advanced tools to shoot uncompressed formats. Uncompressed means least processing inside the camera and the images are captured with highest possible details. Uncompressed formats requires extensive post workflow and typically requires huge media storage options. This is expensive. Alexa camera is a gold standard for shooting movies today. Many popular films like Bahubali, Vikings, The X-Files and many TV shows have been shot with Alexa. It offers advanced formats and have a better dynamic range, good color capturing capabilities, amazing durability, options to plug in various equipments, etc. As a beginner, do you really need all these options without mastering this? Or in other words, will a beginner be able to extract the best out of these options? Probably not. RAW and log formats in which most movies and professional documentaries are shot with are less compressed and offer more flexibility in image processing post-capture. However, they require more expertise and a lengthy post-processing workflow, which may not be suitable for beginners. So what is the best options for someone who is a beginner? Cameras offering more compressed formats would be more appropriate for beginners. Compressed formats means images are already processed inside the camera. They are usually less expensive and require minimal post-production workflow. Manufacturers like Sony, Canon, Panasonic, Fujifilm all offer cameras with different recording formats with different compression levels. Sony's XAVC is a good example for a compressed format. Easy to edit, store and at the same time have good quality too. So availability of formats to shoot with is an important consideration in selecting a camera. The next factor to consider is the sensor size and megapixels count. Megapixels count refer to the number of photo sites on the camera sensor that captures light. Let me try to explain with a comparison. Sony a7S III has 12 megapixels and Sony a7R IV has 61 megapixels. Both are full frame cameras. Let's imagine both camera sensors as glass jars containing tennis balls as megapixels, 12 and 61 tennis balls respectively. If you increase the number of balls without increasing the size of the jars, each tennis ball should shrink in size to accommodate themselves inside the jar. So the 12 ball jar has many advantages over the 61 ball jar. They capture more light, that means better ISO capabilities. They deliver better dynamic range, that is the ability to handle scene with greater range from dark to light. They produce an image with less electronic noise. So larger sensor size with less megapixels is not always a disadvantage. This is a simple reason why mobile phones with a huge megapixels count can never capture images as good as a Sony Vegas or an Alexa camera. And the image quality difference clearly proves this point. Next thing to consider is the ability to shoot different frame rates when it comes to video shooting. 24, 60, 120 FPS are different frame rates at which cameras shoot videos these days. The more frame rate, the better slow motion videos you can create. So if you're looking for buttery smooth slow motion, buy a camera that can shoot high frame rates. That's really important. What are the other factors that need to be considered? Number one in this is focusing capability of the camera. How fast it can achieve focus and the ability of the camera to stay on focus. This is an important factor to consider when you're shooting fast-paced scenes, like for example a baseball event or a wedding event. Next important factor is selecting between mirrorless and DSLR. Most of the camera manufacturers have shifted to mirrorless these days. So the choice is obvious and one less decision to make. Lens compatibility is another important factor in choosing a camera. Availability, range of choices and price. Camera manufacturers have different types of lens meant for different formats. APS-C, full frame, micro four thirds, etc. Canon EF lenses are pretty easy to be adapted on Sony cameras. Sigma MC11 adapter provides an excellent fit and even the autofocusing also seems to be quite amazing. But adapting a Sony G Master lens to a Canon camera is very difficult. and I'm not aware of any adapters that's capable of it because of the flange distance of Sony lenses. Next factor to consider is the connectivity options available in the camera body. This is to connect external monitors, mics, gimbals, etc. HDMI and Type-C port is desirable and has become a standard for connecting external devices even for lower-end cameras these days. And last but not least is the availability of built-in tools for exposing the image inside the camera. Histograms, metering modes, white balancing options, programmable buttons, false color, etc. are crucial in getting good images. Even experts rely on these tools for good exposure. Having all these options available will be a definite advantage when considering a camera. So in a nutshell, these are all important factors to consider. It is very subjective, of course. The camera suiting my needs may not be the one for you. If you need image quality over all others, you need to consider a camera capable of shooting uncompressed format above all other factors. If you dominantly shoot indoors, you need a camera having high ISO sensitivity. That is the capability of shooting in dark environments. If you need good slow motion, you need a camera that can record high frame rates as mentioned earlier. So to conclude, what is the best camera for a newbie? In my personal opinion, a mirrorless APS-C camera with an ISO option of about 150 and above provides decent frame rates of up to 60 FPS, good range of lens selection, has good in-body stabilization and have a wide range of formats available to shoot with would be an ideal camera for a beginner. The effort to learn different tools available would be the most important factor than the camera itself. There are different options available from different manufacturers in this space. Canon, Sony, Panasonic, Blackmagic, Fujifilm, all are loaded with different options in this category. Remember this, good quality award-winning photos have been captured with basic cameras. What matters more is your ability for subject placement, framing, creativity and attention to detail. And trust me, lens quality is more important than cameras. I hope this video has given you some inputs on how to select a new camera. I've made a series of videos meant for beginners in videography. If there is any specific topic you would like me to cover, please mention in the comments. Thanks for watching and please consider subscribing if this video was of any help for you. Please press the bell icon to get notifications on new videos. Thanks again and peace.